Admiral Carvex's laughter echoed through the bridge of the Dominion flagship. Is this a joke? They sent a cargo hauler to a war zone. Before him, floating in the void between two spiral arms of the galaxy, sat humanity's response to the Galactic Dominion's ultimatum, a single ship. Where the Dominion had brought 300 sleek warships, bristling with plasma cannons and shield generators, the humans had sent what looked like a converted mining vessel. Bulky. Ugly. Alone. Sir, his tactical officer chuckled, I'm reading minimal weapons systems. Their heat signature suggests they're running on emergency power. Should we accept their surrender now, or let them embarrass themselves further? The human ship U.S. Whisper hung motionless against the stars. No aggressive maneuvers. No charging weapons. Just waiting. Carvex leaned back in his command throne, savoring the moment. Open a channel. Let's hear what Earth's finest have to say before we glass their colonies. The view screen flickered to life, revealing the human commander. Captain Sarah Chen sat in a simple chair, no ornate command throne, no military decorations. Just a woman in a gray uniform holding a cup of what appeared to be coffee. Admiral Carvex, she said, taking a slow sip. I've been asked to deliver humanity's response to your demands. One ship. Carvex spread his 4 arms wide in mock dismay. 300 worlds at stake, and Earth sends one obsolete mining vessel? Your species is even more foolish than we thought. Captain Chen set down her cup with deliberate care. Your scanners measured size. They forgot to measure consequence. The bridge erupted in laughter. Even the normally stoic Vraxian observers joined in, their crystalline forms chiming with amusement. Consequence? Carvex wiped tears from his primary eyes. Little human, do you see the fleet arrayed before you? Each ship carries enough firepower to crack a moon. You brought, what? Mining lasers? Cargo holds full of desperate colonists. We brought a decision, Chen replied quietly. Something in her tone made the laughter falter. She wasn't afraid. She wasn't angry. She was patient, like a teacher waiting for slow students to catch up. Humanity has a saying, Chen continued. Never mistake silence for weakness, especially not ours. We've been quiet out here on the galactic rim. Mining, building, learning. You took that for weakness. Carvex's tactical officer interrupted. Sir, I'm detecting an energy buildup in their ship, but it's strange. It's not following any known weapon signature. Of course it's strange, Carvex scoffed. It's probably their life support failing. He turned back to the screen. Last chance, Captain? Surrender, and we might let some of your colonies survive as slave worlds. Chen stood, straightening her uniform. 300 ships. Impressive. Tell me, Admiral, what do you know about human history? Irrelevant primitive conflicts, Carvex waved dismissively. We have a long tradition of solving problems with unexpected solutions, Chen said. When facing superior numbers, we don't fight fair. We fight smart. You brought fleets. We brought physics. The tactical officer's voice cracked. Sir, the energy reading, it's not coming from their weapons. It's coming from their engine core. They're destabilizing it on purpose. For the first time, Carvex felt a flutter of unease. Explain. We call it the Alcubierre bomb, Chen said conversationally. Turns out if you deliberately collapse a faster-than-light drive while inverting the field dynamics, you don't just destroy the ship. You create a cascading subspace rupture. The beauty is it only affects objects with active FTL cores. She smiled coldly. Like, say, 300 warships maintaining formation with hot drives. Carvex's blood turned to ice. You're bluffing. You'd die too. Yes, Chen agreed. 1 ship. 5 volunteers. That's all it took. You measured our fleet strength and found us wanting. But strength isn't about how many ships you have. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice for what you believe in. All ships, emergency jump. Carvex screamed. Now. Too late. The whisper didn't explode, it inverted. Reality folded in on itself like origami made of spacetime. A sphere of absolute nothing expanded from where the human ship had been, moving faster than thought, faster than light, faster than physics should allow. It touched the first Dominion ship and that ship ceased. Not destroyed, not vaporized, simply erased from existence as its FTL core created a sympathetic resonance with the expanding rupture. Then the next ship. Then the next. Cut drives. Carvex commanded. All ships cut drives immediately. But panic had set in. Ships collided trying to escape. Others jumped blindly, only to emerge as expanding clouds of subatomic particles. The rupture consumed them with mathematical precision, each active FTL core adding to the cascade. In 47 seconds, the Galactic Dominion's proudest fleet became an expanding sphere of quantum foam. Carvex's flagship, its drives mercifully offline due to a maintenance cycle, drifted alone among the quantum aftermath of his armada. On the view screen, a pre-recorded message from Captain Chen played on loop. You asked what one ship could do against 300. The answer is simple: the right ship in the right place with the right crew can change the course of history. We don't build big fleets because we don't need them. We build solutions. Remember that, Admiral. And remember the 5 who made this choice, not because they hated you, but because they loved what they were protecting. The message flickered and added, this was our only Alcubierre bomb. We really hope we don't have to build another one. Your move, Admiral. Carvex stared at the empty space where his fleet had been. 300 ships, millions of warriors, the pride of 7 species gone. Erased by 5 humans in a converted mining vessel. His tactical officer whispered, Sir, what do we tell the Dominion? Carvex closed all 4 eyes. When he opened them, he knew what defeat looked like. It looked like empty space where certainty used to be. Tell them. His voice broke. Tell them humanity doesn't need a fleet. They have something far more dangerous. They have the will to use it. In the quantum silence that followed, a lesson was written across the stars. Never laugh at a species that survived its own nuclear age. They've already proven they're willing to burn to light the darkness. And sometimes one match is all it takes to start an inferno.